and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be my makeup inventory update. This video should hopefully be short and sweet, but yeah, this is a update slash beginning of the year kind of numbers for my makeup collection, and I guess I will make any notes about what was added to my collection, what's new to my collection, or maybe what categories I would like to decrease or increase in my collection. Yeah, let's just go through category by category. Let's jump right on into this video. So for brow gel, in July I was at 1 and I now still am at 1, my e.l.f. brow gel. For brow powder I was at 2 in July and I'm still at 2. I am considering decluttering the e.l.f. one, however I do quite like the gel in it, like the wax. Primer I had 2, I now have 1, the e.l.f. Mint Melt one. Foundations I had 8, I now have 9. That is including every single foundation I have anywhere, so at the university house, at my hometown house, and also in the makeup bag that I keep at my boyfriend's house. Everything has been calculated together. I would like to see this category go down but also go back up, if that makes any sense, because I would like to try a couple of new foundations this year. I'm in love with my Revlon foundations, but that doesn't mean that I necessarily have to have 2 or even 3 bottles open at a time. For concealer I was at 8, I'm still at 8 now. Color correctors I was at 0, I still have none in my collection, and I don't intend to purchase any either. Powder foundation I had 2 and I now have 1. Powder I had 4 in July and I still currently have 4. However, there's a couple that are close to, well, there's 1 or 2 that are close to being finished and I would really love to finish off this year. For setting spray I had 1 and I now currently have this one here, which I just repurchased yesterday. For cream slash liquid blush I had 2, I now have 3. For powder blush I had 8 and I now have 7. Blush palettes I had 4, I now still currently have 4. I feel with these blush palettes, a couple of them are just a case of when I let go of that nostalgia or that feeling that I just cannot get rid of them. And then once that feeling or sensation is kind of disconnected from them, I will be able to declutter them and pass them on to other people in my life. Cream bronzer slash contour I had 1 and I now still have 1, the Lorazzi contour stick. For powder bronzer I had 5, I now have 6. This category has gone up because I have depotted a bronzer. My bronzer slash contour palettes I had 3. I've had 3 since the beginning of 2021. For cream slash liquid highlighter I had 0, I now still have 0. I didn't purchase any highlighters this year. For powder highlighter I had 11 and I now have 7. For highlighter palettes I had 4 and I now still have 4. For face palettes, as in all in one, so blush, bronzer and highlight, I had 1, I now still have 1, that's the sleek one. I'd really like to try and use that once I finish working and getting to the point where I want to be on the Tarte Ladies Night palette. Eyeshadow palettes, this is a category that I said I wanted to decrease in. I wasn't happy with 33. However, I am now at 33. And do you know what the funny part about this is like I actually did go down 3 to 4 palettes. But I also purchased 3 to 4 palettes. Single shadows I had 3, I now have 1. Liquid slash cream shadows I had 1 and I still have 1. For glitter slash pigments I had 6, still have 6. This does not seem to be a category that's ever going to go down. However, it does seem like a category that's not going to increase now that I have my Charlotte Tilbury palette, because it gives you that kind of like metallic but glittery metallic look without using glitter. Liquid eyeliner I had 3, I now have 2. For pencil eyeliners I had 0 in July, I now have 0 as well. I haven't purchased any more. I do plan to purchase some though. Shadow sticks I had 0, I now have 0. Again, I don't plan to increase this category at all. Glitter slash stamp liners I had 1 in July, I now have none. So mascara, this is a category that's increased quite a lot, right? In June of 2021 I had 2, then in July of 2022 I had 6, and now I currently have 9. This category will go down because 5 of these are minis and minis tend to go down quicker, and I am on the last legs of one of those minis currently. False lashes I had 4 sets, I now only have 2. Lip liners I had 3, I now have 2, and those 2 I plan to use both of those up and then start my lip liner collection from scratch. I just want 1 nude, 1 red, and maybe 1 like deep purple shade. I just don't think I need any more than that. For chubby lip pencils I had 1, I still have 1. I would love to use that up this year. Liquid slash cream lips I had 5, I now have 4. Lip gloss I had 11 and I now have 10. Again, really happy about that because my lip gloss collection I honestly thought was getting out of control, but I think I've been using them up at a relatively consistent pace. For lip balm, I had 2 and I now still currently have 2. For lip tints, I had 3, I still have 3. For lip toppers, I had 3 and I now have 2. I just decluttered one. And then for lipsticks, I had 13 and I now have 12. So how many products do I have in total in my collection, and how does this reflect upon the amounts of products that I had in my collection in July? So we've seen a decrease in products here, which is insane. We've seen a decrease. In July of 2022, I had 165 products total in my collection, and we're starting off the beginning of 2023 at 153 products. I feel really happy with the size of my collection at the moment, to be honest. I really enjoy it. I kind of collect makeup, but I also use it up, and I'm enjoying the variation that I have to reach for, and I don't feel too overwhelmed anymore. I felt that, you know, in July I was feeling a bit overwhelmed by my makeup collection. And that is everything for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I'd like to see more videos from me, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Bye!